Have you ever found yourself staring at an object in TypeScript, wondering if it's empty? It can be a bit confusing, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to check if a specific object is empty in TypeScript. I totally get it. It can be really frustrating when your code doesn't behave the way you expect. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when working with objects in TypeScript. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "How do I check if an object is empty?" They provided an example with a brand object, but their current check isn't working. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together and find a solution. So, why might this check not be working? In TypeScript, an object can be truthy even when it has no properties. We'll break down the right way to check if an object is truly empty. And stick around. I have a handy tip at the end that will make your TypeScript coding even smoother. To check if an object is empty in TypeScript, the user can start by using the built-in object.keys method. This method returns an array of a given object's own enumerable property names. Next, the user should implement this function to check if their specific object, in this case the brand object, is empty. They can call this function and log the result. Additionally, the user can enhance this check by ensuring the object is not only empty but also defined. This prevents errors when trying to access properties of an undefined object. Finally, the user should test their implementation to confirm that it works as expected. They can create different scenarios with the brand object to see if the output is correct. Fun fact: did you know that the first programming languages were created in the 1950s? They were much simpler than what we have today, but they laid the groundwork for all the complex coding we do now. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to check if an object is empty is provided by another user. They suggest using a for-in loop, which is efficient because it immediately returns false if any enumerable property is found. If no properties are found, it returns true, indicating the object is empty. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests checking if an object is empty by using JSON.stringify. They recommend comparing the stringified version of the object to an empty object string. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. This user advises caution when using object.keys or array.sum to check if an object is empty, especially if the object might not be initialized and could be null. They suggest adding an extra check to handle cases where keys may have undefined values. Additionally, the user provides a variation using object.values, which can also be effective in checking if an object is empty. This method checks the values directly for undefined. Now let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests checking if an object is empty by using the object.values method. This approach involves checking if any of the values in the object are not null. Let's take a look at an answer from another user. An alternative approach to check if an object is empty is to create a reusable function called isEmpty. This function checks if the object is null or undefined, and if not, it iterates through the object's properties. If it finds any properties, it returns false, indicating the object is not empty. If no properties are found, it returns true. Here's that handy tip I promised. Always remember to check for both properties and methods when determining if an object is empty. This will save you from unexpected results. And there you have it. You now know how to check if an object is empty in TypeScript. Remember, understanding your tools is key to coding success. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video where we dive deeper into TypeScript.